Man was once the first swordsman in the rivers and lakes who dominates the world. Not only can you use a broom, easily defeated the top assassin of the time. It's all on its own. Let the martial arts alliance leader worship it. But now but reduced to a poor beggar on the street. This miserable appearance. Even the beggar gang leader is ashamed. It was 5 years ago. I was still a teenager. Every day I fantasize about how to become the best in the world. I know I want to make this dream come true. It takes extra effort, but the bed at home is so comfortable. So I lie on it every day. So every time I wake up, you will find that the sun has set. So I use the reason that it was getting late. Roll over and lie down again. I think I must get up early tomorrow and practice well. My father was furious about this countless times, but still can't change my lazy bad habit. Renowned by Jiang Hu as the father of Zheng Xiajian, I could never have imagined that there would be a son like me. But as a father, the heart is also blaming itself. I was only 2 years old at the time. My father embarked on the road of martial arts, so he abandoned his wife at home, as well as the eldest brother and Du Zhong's unborn little sister. Left home. He had thought that this trip to the competition. It takes up to 2 years. Unexpectedly, he was involved in various events during this period. It eventually took 8 years. Just got home. Although he won the title of Zheng Xiajian as a result, received the high respect of the people in the rivers and lakes. But it also came at a high price. When he got home, the formerly quiet wife has become more fierce than a tiger. And the cute one that he loved so much. Now it's lying in bed. No one wants to see it. Lazy guy with a look. Just then, the servants on the side frowned when they saw the head of the family. So I told him no. Worried because that person is coming soon. Wenyan's father suddenly thought of something. In the blink of an eye, 3 years have passed. It's time for him to come back from the martial arts hall. At the same time, lying in bed, I suddenly felt a chill behind me. Whoosh. Then he turned his head in confusion. I want to see what's going on. I saw my most feared brother, standing behind me with a serious face. I saw this scene. Frightened, he immediately sat up from the bed. Surprise. Panicked and asked when the big brother came back. But he didn't answer my question. Instead, he asked me how many hours I had slept. So I said nervously, cultivating hard this morning, because the training intensity is very high. So I slept for a while. Big brother didn't seem to believe me. Then point your finger to the candle. You use a trick to split this candle. I believe in you. Let me take a look, big brother, in these 3 years. How much progress have you made? Although I am reluctant, but due to the micro-pressure of the big brother, I had no choice but to walk slowly over with a long sword in hand. Big brother see this. He kept urging me to show him quickly. I had to make an excuse for myself. If you use martial arts indoors, I'm afraid it's a little dangerous. Brother Wenyan angrily expressed that he would figure it out. I don't have to worry about that. Hurry up. It seems that I can't escape this disaster after all. I had to bite the bullet and go forward, then brandishing the long sword in his hand, trying to find the feel of martial arts. After a while of trying, I stared at the candle in front of me, the fire that keeps swaying in the wind. The next moment I'm like a gust of wind. Use the martial arts of the flying dragon in the sky. Rush to the candle in front of you. And there was a flash of light. And I sat there on the floor in the distance. When I turned my head confidently, to see if you have succeeded, but found a candle in the distance, still standing in front of me intact. All of a sudden I just felt like I was really going to die. Big brother who saw this scene. I can't help but show a hint of disappointment. 3 years is enough time to master a skill. Break through new boundaries. But you're even worse than you were 3 years ago. Then he left my room angrily. Father and eldest brother at dinner, constantly telling the latest situation. And I was eating my dinner. Pray that they won't. The topic is about me. However, just then, Big brother suddenly announced that he would take me to the martial arts hall, in charge of my cultivation. Let me be stunned for a while. I don't know how to refute. Just like this, at the forced request of the big brother, I was forcibly taken to the martial arts hall, although the parents said they were very reluctant to part. But the expression on the face. But it proved that they had no determination to keep me. I sat on a horse and bumped for days. I just feel like my whole bones are falling apart. The bed at home is still comfortable. Therefore, just when we wanted to rest under a tree, but found someone already lying there. Subsequently, my brother and I decided to go there to check it out, but walked in and found that these people were all dead. And that made me sweat. I've never seen anyone die in front of me. Big brother see this. Calmly uncovered their clothes. And they all had a mark on them. This is a move called the pill flower palm. His original name was eating flowers, just because of a pervert named Shuzhou Le. Eat flowers to grow everywhere as a non-companion. If you eat flower length, it will be renamed single flower length. I have some doubts about classical Chinese. Could it be that this legendary pervert? Is it around here? Big Brother said seriously that the teachers and students appeared here. It means that Shujo Le is targeting a certain woman again. Raid these people. The next moment, he fled into the distance. Tell me to stay here and don't move. He'll be right back. See this, I shout. Now let me talk to these. Are the bodies here together? But he didn't answer me. Instead, he quickened his pace and ran towards the distance. So I can only lead the horse here and wait for him. But there was no sign of him coming back at night. And it was raining heavily at this time. It made me feel helpless. In order not to become food for beasts here, I had to push the horse for a shelter from the rain. But these two guys are not obedient at all. Climb halfway and suddenly stop in place. I can't push it no matter how much I push it. But just then a flash of lightning. So scared that I suddenly let go. I can't help rolling down the mountain. When I wake up, I found myself lying in the doorway of a cave. So I was really excited. Finally found a place to take shelter from the rain. I followed. I will take these two dishonest horses. It was chained to the pillar by the door. Also left a mark at the entrance to the cave. Brother, you should be able to find us when you come here. After, I found a comfortable place to lie down. It's a good night's sleep on a rainy day. But I'm still a little worried. Big Brother, nothing should happen, right? While I was asleep, a strange blue smoke suddenly appeared beside him, around my body, and he made me float in midair. And then dragged my body through the wall, into a more secluded cave. When I wake up, I found myself in a strange place. Was it when I fell asleep in the cave? Did you roll here, just when I was wondering? A voice suddenly came from behind. I was so scared that I fell to the ground. Then I saw a flash of light floating in. You are welcome in front of me. I am the descendant of lightsaber white infinity. When yen, I patted my head. See if you are still dreaming and not waking up. After confirming that you are awake, Light Tuan said to the young man again. I have been freed from the bondage of the flesh. I'm traveling through time and space to convey my thoughts to you. Are you willing to take on my will to calm the world? I saw the flash in front of me and kept talking. I screamed in fright that there was a ghost here. Don't be afraid. I am the one who drives the crane to the west. It's just my thoughts that stay here. I keep my will here. For those who come later. So young people, you don't have to continue my will all the time. I think I've heard that somewhere before. The deserted cave, coupled with the will of the predecessors. This is like a miracle from heaven. Think of this. I was so happy that I couldn't help laughing. It seems that it is because of my good intentions. So God gave me such a blessing. If only I could become stronger. Maybe you don't need to go to the martial arts hall. If you inherit my legacy, concentrate on practicing for 30 years. Maybe I can recreate my abilities a bit. When I heard this, I first discussed. And then you wave and you tell him. You don't seem to be the destined person you are looking for. Find the next one. If you have a 30-year adventure, then forget it. After saying that, I quickly ran towards the hole. However, the light suddenly shines, turned into an old man with a white beard. Seeing this, I complained to you that this guy is really a liar. Failed to pretend, now it's showing up, right? But he had a serious look on his face. It's been a year since I left my body. The next moment I tried to expose his lies. Instantly threw a fist at his body. But my body went through his body. Fell to the ground in the distance. And that only confirmed what I was wondering. This guy looks like a ghost. He explained that this is achieved. 5 people at a very high level will. The use of mental acoustics. Then he suddenly changed his face, saying angrily for 300 years. Finally someone came here. I have to take on an apprentice anyway. The next moment, a huge stone wall instantly blocked the road I left. See your plan succeed. He happily expressed that with your current ability, it's impossible to lift him, even less likely to break him. But if you learn my martial arts, that stone door is like paper to you. Then you can break down the door. But I ignored him. Instead, he took up the long sword in his hand. Keep chiseling the wall in front of you. No matter how strong it is just a stone. You can definitely scratch with an iron weapon. Get through in a year or 2. This move left the old man stunned. You guy, I actually plan to do this kind of thing in a year or 2. And he floated around me. Tell me if you want to learn. I'll let you out in 20 years. The walk is too long. I wanted to think about it in 3 years. Brat, you mean it will take only 3 years? Learn my martial arts. Even if Zhang Sanfeng survives, it is absolutely impossible. Well, that means we're not meant to be. Find someone else. See me still indifferent. He fought his anger and told me, I'll find a way to spend 5 years. Make you number 1 in the world. So I immediately agreed. Although I don't know if I can really learn. But now there is no other choice. Since then, during the day, I am constantly familiar with swordsmanship. Only for the old man. Punch and kick me if you find me lazy. There will be a swordsmanship discussion at night. Even if you fall asleep. I also want to practice in my dreams through the dream he taught me. The continuous training of the Law Bureau. In this way, my life is one with the sword. No time to be lazy. So 5 years went by very quickly. The day he woke me up from my sleep, said to announce something. I have studied martial arts all my life. I once dreamed of exploring the lens of martial arts. So I don't care about 11 other than martial arts. Turned out to be a lonely old man. It has also become a neglected existence in the family. Think about it. It is reasonable that no one in the clan came to me. After all, I abandoned my children and clan because of martial arts. I thought that as long as I saw the lens of martial arts, all wishes will come true. But that's not the case. After all, martial arts are also done by people. If you don't go the ordinary way, eyes only focus indirectly. What's the point of that? You made me understand this truth. This is my first time teaching an apprentice. I've been angry, but watching you progress a little bit, I also felt joy and joy. I finally understand what love is. I'm a little confused when I hear these words, Master. What's wrong with you? It's like saying goodbye forever. Yes, now is the time. It calms me down. You said at first that you were going to practice for 30 years. It's only been 5 years. Shouldn't there be 25 years left? The classical Chinese master explained. In order for you not to eat or drink here, can also live. I gave you the inner force in the form of inner alchemy, to maintain internal strength. It's not as simple as you think. I'm doing my best now. Now is the time to part. Why didn't you tell me? If you had said it earlier, I would have gone out looking for trouble by myself. Then come back to practice. Are you speechless to hear what I said? Thinking in my heart that if you got out of here at that time, where will it come back? All in all, I had a great time spending with you. I wanted to see more of your travels around the world. But that's fine. I have already. It clearly shows the appearance of you across the world. Although your move is a sword, have inherited my will. But don't make the same mistake I did. And pay attention to the people around you before looking at the world. You don't have to pursue the peak of the world too much. I only wish you a happy life. Master Hualuo dissipated in place like gunsmoke. Then I gently lifted it with one hand. Lift up the huge stone door in front of you. But when I got out of the cave, I realized, this stinky old man is gone and still so annoying. Before the master disappeared, he left something on my shirt. It says I spent 5 years. The quick practice is still not perfect. The master expected that once he disappeared, I will slack off. So I planted a mechanism in my body. His run, with the inner alchemy that the master asked me to swallow as the core, can make my skills grow on their own. Although it seems to become stronger automatically. But not entirely. If I pass the experience, increase the speed of martial arts, can't keep up with the speed of inner alchemy enhancement, then I will be attacked by the master's inner alchemy. Inhale power and die. So, in a nutshell. If I'm lazy in my cultivation, I'll die. And also mentioned above, I'm going to visit a great scholar in vain. I have to study with him for a while. And there are several places written on it. It leaves me speechless. This stinky old man. How many places should I go to study? I was going to go home right away. But let's get these things done first. But before that, what needs to be done still has to be done. Random. I kowtow heavily in front of the hole. However, shortly after I left, a wisp of white smoke suddenly appeared at the entrance of the cave. Then he transformed into the appearance of the master again. Loud mockery. Laugh at me, brat. If you don't practice, you will be sucked into the internal energy and turn into a mummy corpse. There is no such practice in this world. I want to stay in the cave all the time. I won't let you do that. I hope you don't waste the martial arts skills I gave you. Master, who finished speaking like this, really dissipated between heaven and earth. After several days of trekking, I finally walked to Kaifeng. But I don't know about this place. So he asked the man in front of him, where is this place? But I had no idea. At this moment, I am like a beggar, looking at the man in front of him like a mummy. He replied speechlessly that he was the leader of the beggar gang. This is the territory of the beggar gang. Listening to his voice is the year of the weak crown. But it looks and feels over 50 years old. This is the first time I have seen such a beggar. Beggar in. See me and want to ask for information. He told me I have to pay for help. Although we are colleagues. But there's no obligation to do it for free. This makes me wonder. I just eat during this time. Where is it like a beggar? But after thinking for a moment, he told me. You look like a basket. Like you can make a lot of money. Why waste that talent? The next moment he grabbed my hands tightly. Let me go out with him to make money. However, in just one day, I asked him for copper coins all over the floor. This also allows us to be. Zhang Yi, the leader of the beggar gang, expressed his excitement. Income for the day. That's enough for half a year of their money. But after a few days, Zhang Yi regretted it. This day, the other beggars told him that something was wrong. Our beggar gang is about to drink the northwest wind. He has some doubts. What can we do as beggars? However, when he came to the street, but found that things went beyond his expectations. I saw the busy street, and they were pointing at me, who was begging on the side of the road. You look good. To be a beggar, at least to that extent. All our lives. I have never seen such a destitute person. Soon. All these people were moving towards me. Throwing copper coins. Let me take these to buy something to eat. It also makes me sigh how easy it is for beggars to make money. After that, Zhang Yi took good care of me. After all, I am the cash cow of their beggar gang. But he didn't find the information I needed. So he took me to Kaifeng Mansion to visit. The hall master is curious about this. It's really rare. We are all intelligence organizations. The helmsman of Kaifeng branch of Keki gang. But came to the door in the afternoon to ask for information. You also know that we have always been at odds with the beggar gang. But where are you singing? Hear him. Zhang Yi's awkward expression. We beggars don't need information. I brought you a guest. Wen Yan was speechless. Are you kidding me? It's not your beggar gang that needs information. The client is a beggar from the beggar gang. Are you playing tricks on our afternoon door? Still provoking us not to sell information to the beggar gang. About this, I have no choice but to express that I am not a member of the beggar gang. But he didn't believe me. Instead, turn around and prepare to leave. Just then, I mocked them. I don't even know if I'm a member of the beggar gang. How can you live on intelligence? This sucks. Give money without selling information. Really unprofessional. It seems that the door is about to fail in the afternoon. Finally, he couldn't stop yelling at me. If you don't want to be amputated, just keep your mouth shut. But I didn't stop there. Instead, mock him like an auntie. And I strode out the door. This time, he couldn't help calling the guard beside him anymore. Teach me a lesson. Next moment, a man in black came to me in an instant. Front. Zhang Yi, who saw this scene, hastily stand in front of me, trying to push me away. But I stopped him with one hand and asked him to get out of the way. And I punched. Smashed the assassin to the ground. This lightning machine. It shocked the hall master just now. Then I realized that as a beggar, it turned out to be a hidden master. I'm scratching my head in embarrassment about this. Indicates that if someone wants to hit me, I will fight back subconsciously. If you can say in advance before attacking, I can still control the force. Then he clasped his fists in a panic. It means that I don't know the arrival of experts. Please forgive me for any offense. But the next second he was back to normal, looking at the beggar gang leader by the side. It seems that the purpose of your visit is not simple. Zhang Yi. Wen Yan, he hurriedly white-headed hall master. I can't expect your surname to be Wang. But I really didn't mean it. It's just because there is some information that our beggar gang can't get. That's why I'm asking for your help. Okay. I will trust you for the time being, the helmsman of the beggar gang. All right. But whether to give information or not is another matter. Anyway. The person who hurt us is a fact. About this, we have to make him pay the corresponding price in the afternoon. We are free, our rules. And that is blood for blood. Life for life. The next moment, several assassins appeared around him again. Protected in the middle. This makes me sigh. You people here are all haunted. Although I don't know what your purpose is here. But since it hurt our people, Your Excellency, don't even think about going out unscathed. Really, why can't you understand? I said it wasn't intentional. It's your people who want to hit me online. I just touched it. Before I finish, the assassin behind him quickly attacked me. But I just raised a hand. The powerful force instantly sent their forbidden spell flying. And then there's an outpouring of the self. A mighty force. My master said, someone who can attack you twice can attack you 3 times or 4 times. So no trouble. Although I hate that old man. But he was right. I'm not my opponent at all. He endured the shock in his heart to express. What information do you want? Zhang Yi on the side told him the paperwork I brought. You just fill in the empty space here. That's it. It's not that hard. But gathering intelligence takes a while. Can you wait? However, Kaifeng split the rudder. Can the helmsman have a word with me alone? And when I saw him again, they got punched in the face like pigs. It seems that the beggar gang is nothing more than that. He was beaten by someone at the afternoon door. Hearing this, he retorted, do you think that woman looks like a regular afternoon door member? He is the daughter of the door owner in the afternoon. The next master is him. And since I was a child, I have eaten spiritual medicine as a meal. Chew the elixir as a vegetable. What can I do to compete with others? I got the information later. Ask him to send me a letter to Guangdong. Instead, he asked me to answer a few questions. In this case, you don't have to charge, help me for free. Then I told him my name. And 17 years old. Wen Yan was a little surprised. At such a young age, how can there be such strong martial arts? After thinking for a moment, he quickly stood up from his seat. Excuse me, Your Excellency. Is he the second son of the Wei family in Guangdong, Mr. Wei Yanhao? After getting my affirmative answer, he told me. The people of the Wei family in Guangdong are looking for you. I have been entrusted before. And he handed me a red silk scarf. This is the sign for the distinguished guest at the afternoon door. Just tie it to where you stay. Our intelligence agent will find you. At the same time, I was surprised. At such a young age, you can subdue yourself in one move. My subordinates can guarantee it. Now look at the entire Central Plains. There is no such person. It's definitely beneficial to have a good relationship with him now. This is a special treat for you. What I don't want to happen here. Affect the relationship between the afternoon door and you. I got the information soon. Came to the home of the Confucian University room.